100-foot tower. At 5:29 in the morning on July 16th, a tremendous flash came first, and then a mushroom cloud stretched 7 miles high. It was the same size and power as the plutonium bomb that would be dropped 24 days later on the Japanese city of Nagasaki, killing tens of thousands. July is the rainy season in New Mexico. Hours after the blast, the skies opened up. But no one told residents to evacuate, even as radioactive ash poured down on livestock, crops, water cisterns, and laundry hanging on lines.
It was just black, real fine dust, because Mama had just hung up her clothes, her white sheets and pillowcases and all the white clothes that she washed first.
And it was on the roof. We got it into the cistern. It was on our food. It was on our chickens, our cows, our rabbits.
A 2010 report from the Centers for Disease Control examined radioactive fallout from several nuclear tests. For Trinity, the study found some radiation levels were almost 10,000 times what is currently allowed in public areas.
I made index cards.
People here believe the radiation caused a spike in numerous cancers among those who live downwind of the site.
There isn't a family in Tularosa, so I'll bet you $10 to a donut, that don't have somebody in their family with cancer, maybe 1, 2, maybe the whole family, you know.
We were the first people that the atomic bomb was used on. We were the first downwinders. The government came into our backyard and used us as guinea pigs. They experimented with us, and they left.
The Hinkle family was one of the hardest hit. Edna Kay Hinkle is a breast and skin cancer survivor. Her grandparents had a ranch 27 miles away from the blast site.
And my dad and his uncle were out there asleep on the front porch, and a bomb went off and woke them up, and they saw the mushroom. Every one of my grandparents' kids were affected. Why were there 14 in that one family, you know? And then you add Granny's siblings, well, there's 20 in one family. And that's a lot of cancer.
My brother died of cancer. My oldest son, from my first marriage, had a brain tumor. And it was a very rare tumor.
Ray Cordova is the mayor of Tularosa, which sits around 40 miles from ground zero, population around 3,000. He says the numbers affected by cancer are climbing. Most Americans have family and friends who've battled cancer. 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women will contract the disease at some point over their lifetimes. But are cancer rates higher here, in the towns and villages near the Trinity test site?
So if you like the analogy of a war on cancer, we're the people who are drawing the map for that war.
Chuck Wiggins heads the New Mexico Tumor Registry, and his data does not show higher cancer rates in the area around the test site.
When you compare Anglos in the Trinity site area to Anglos in other parts of New Mexico, the rates are really quite similar. Same with Hispanics and natives. The rates really are quite similar to other parts in the state.
Wiggins says there is a link between radiation and certain cancers, but exposure can occur in many ways. For example, X-rays and other diagnostic tests, flying in airplanes, tanning, or smoking cigarettes.
Cancer is one of the leading causes of illness and death in New Mexico. What I would say is that that's true in Tularosa. It's also true in Santa Fe County and many other counties throughout the state.
But that argument doesn't fly in Tularosa.
I do not believe that, not for 1 minute.
To put these into a database.
Tina Cordova, the mayor's niece and a thyroid cancer survivor, has organized the Tularosa Basin Downwinders Consortium. They've collected health surveys from hundreds of people and compiled names of the dead.
This list right
Gloria Herrera is one of the list makers.
What if I give you a list of 285 people that we know? We've attended their funerals. We've seen them. We've gone to take food to the family. 285 people from that we know of, and there's probably more.
Our goal has always been basically 2 things. Number 1, to get the government to acknowledge and apologize to the people in all of these small communities in and around Trinity. And then number 2, to include us in the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act.
That act, passed by Congress in 1990, apologized and awarded $50,000 to $100,000 to miners and participants exposed to radiation in nearly 200 nuclear weapons tests. But downwinders were only compensated in 3 states, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona.
But they forgot about New Mexico.